As you create sketch geometry, you can see a number next to your cursor. Here you see the number as I sketch a line. This number represents the length of the line. If I were to sketch a circle, this number represents the radius of the circle. However, this number does not control the geometry. And what I mean is, if I click and drag the line or the circle, you can see they are still free to change size. In fact, the only purpose of the number is to give you a rough idea of the size you're working with. If you know you need a line that is 1 inch long, this number is a good guide so you don't sketch a line that's 10 inches long. A good rule of thumb when sketching is to try and keep your geometry close to the size it will end up. You don't have to be precise, just try to be in the right ballpark, and this number next to your cursor is perfect for that. The way to actually control the size of geometry precisely is to use dimensions. This icon is the Smart Dimension tool. You can access it here, or you can press the S key and select Smart Dimension from the pop-up toolbar, or it is also available in the mouse gesture. The reason this is called Smart Dimension is that there is only one dimension tool in SOLIDWORKS for all types of dimension, lengths, angles, diameters, and so on. The reason it's smart is because SOLIDWORKS knows the type of dimension needed based on the geometry you select. For instance, to dimension this circle, I click on it once. I move the cursor and click again to position the dimension, and you can see a spin box pop up. To change the size of the circle, you can type in a value using your keyboard, or you can press the up and down arrows, as well as dragging the thumb wheel here to increase or decrease the diameter of the circle. I'll type in a value, and to accept this value, simply click the green check, or press Enter on your keyboard. If I click a line, like the side of this rectangle, you can see SOLIDWORKS recognize that I need a length. I'll click once more to position the dimension. Type in a value and press Enter. You do have options on what to select. For a line, I can also click the endpoints of the line and establish its length that way. If I select an angled line, you can see that by moving the cursor, I can establish either the true length of the line, the vertical length, or the horizontal length. I'm not clicking anything as I do this. I'm simply moving the cursor. When you're happy with the alignment, click and type in a value. There's an interesting little trick you can use in situations like this. Suppose you want the true length of this line, but you want to position the dimension here. As you can see, the alignment of the dimension changes, and you no longer have the true length. To lock the dimension into a specific alignment, just right-click when you have the alignment you want. Once you right-click, notice that no matter where I move the cursor, the alignment remains the same. To unlock the alignment, right-click once more. One more trick. After putting in a dimension, you can drag the attachment points to change where the dimension is attached. This is especially helpful when dimensioning to circles and arcs. When I put in a dimension from this line to this circle, you can see that SOLIDWORKS automatically attached the dimension to the center point of the circle. If you intended to measure to the circle itself, simply click and drag this attachment point to the inside or outside to change it. After you have dimensions in place, you can easily modify them or delete them. Deleting them is easy. Just like any other sketch entity, you click to select a dimension and press Delete on your keyboard. You can select several dimensions using Control Selection and delete them at the same time. To modify a dimension, simply double-click the value with your mouse and the spin box reappears, allowing you to input a new dimension, and that's all there is to it.